All right. Hi, guys. We're going to start up an Illustrator file. I'll show you how to do it. I've opened Illustrator. I'm going to go to New File, A3, Landscape Orientation right there. Everything else looks pretty good. Looks like Create. Okay. Now I'm going to place my floor plan image. So I'm going to go up to File and Place. Where to go? There it is. Now I've put my image on the desktop. So I'm going to select. I'm going to click Place and click. I have to change the size, so make sure I've got my selection tool and I'm ready to go. So I'm clicking and I'm moving, but as you can see, it's kind of stretching it. We have a solution for that, no worries. What you can do is you can hold down the Shift button as you change that size and it will just constrain the proportions for you. Move it over. Okay, now at the moment we've got one layer. Let's make a second layer so we can trace our image onto the second layer. So create a new layer. There it is, layer 2. Fantastic. Make sure I'm on layer 2. Just going to click out of that frame. Now I'm going to select the pen tool over there, or the path or the anchor point tool, and I'm going to create the external wall. So we've got a black colored stroke. At the moment, we have a white colored fill, and I'll show you how we change that later. I'm just going to make the stroke 3 points for an external wall, and here we go. What you do is you click, and you see how the line is red. It just means that it's good and vertical. Click again to put another anchor point down, and click again there to put another anchor point down. Now, I want to stop now because I want to go to the door later. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, as you can see, it wants to keep going on a path, but that's cool. I'll go to the direct select tool and it will stop and it will kind of, have our path done. Now we can see we've got a black stroke on that path, but you've got this white fill that we didn't want. So we'll go down here to the fill and stroke kind of palette, and once we've selected the fill, we're going to do this thing with the red line through it, which means there should be no fill on that. Now let's double check our drawing by going over here and toggling our visibility on our first layer that we had for our image, the blue one. Oh, there it is, it's gone. So you can check kind of how your drawing's going. Great. Click it back on the visibility, and then we could maybe do a couple of other lines. You do want to be careful because sometimes if you make a path too close to another path, those paths are going to join, and sometimes you don't want that. So you can get around that by making new layers, I think, sometimes, or maybe you can't. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Now, with the door, we want it to be a smaller stroke size. So I'm going to go over here for 1 point, and I'm going to have a go. See there, it wanted to connect to that path, but we don't want that. So let's go over there and maybe we'll move it later or something. There we go. Click up, click up. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to make another one. It's a bit of a roundabout way of doing things, but oh well, here we are. Okay, I'm going to move it over a bit to the side. Oh, there it says intersect. I like that. It means they're the same height. That's good. All right. Now we've got these two lines. Now we want to get these curves. A good way of making the curve, well, I don't know if it's a good way, but I'm doing this way. Go over to this rectangle tool, hold it down and get an ellipse. Fantastic. Now, remember what I said about holding down Shift to constrain your proportions and not, make things kind of different widths and legs and, stretch your thing. Do it again. Hold down Shift while you make yourself this, and it will give you a circle. Look at that. Didn't really want to do that, did I? Because I wanted to see how big our circle needed. Oh, look at me go. I wanted to see how big, you cheeky devil. I wanted to see how big our circle would be if I moved it over a little bit. Oh, there we go. I finally got to move it. There we are. Oh, that's actually not too bad, is it? All right, cool. So now what we can do to keep that curve but delete the rest is to delete some anchor points. So here we go. Over here, is it hiding behind the pen tool? Oh yeah, anchor point tool. Oh yeah, no, it's not here. So let's get this direct selection tool, which is the colored in arrow. And we are going to select this anchor point and just go ahead and click delete. Great. I'm going to select this one, delete. There we go. Now we've got a little curve. Isn't that cute?